Tazwhole here. Welcome to Tazwhole Tubecast. You know what? I'm here with Tony Hansen from Audio Dungeon. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm pretty good, I'm just like, fuck, how do you... I'll say this. Okay, as I know, but maybe my audience, like, they're seeing this for the first time. So, I'm trying to get all my wires up here freaking untangled, but I'll say this. Yeah, so explain to them, like, what do you upload, like, what do you do online?
So basically the show is called Audio Dungeon, and we have 4 different things we do in the show. So we have 3 different games we play, like kind of like a riddles, crack the case mystery. It's all Dungeons and Dragons themed. We have a superhero kind of game. We have an Escape the Dungeon, which is like a D&D scenario, and then we have the traditional Dungeons and Dragons quest that we play through. It's usually very exciting, or it's funny, or it's gripping and and adventurous, but it's always a great show. It's always a lot of fun to do.
I was gonna say, like, how long have you been at this so far?
So I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I was a kid,
yeah.
And a lot of the people that are on the show with me have played with me either from a kid or from high school and things like that, or now become actors, writers, and voiceover actors and such. And so we just got together as of last year, and from April of last year till now, we've been training on the podcast and building the entire studio to get to this point. And so far, it's going awesome.
Nice. And as I know, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I hate these goddamn wires everywhere, but I'll say this, guys. Yes, you know what? It's really a hard task. You know what? When you try to put this nice setup together, and you're like, it looks so immaculate and awesome. You know what? It'll be something that I put on Pip Your Ride. But I'll say this, yeah, my setup is nowhere near closer than that. So let's just say it takes time, effort, and a lot of patience, because you gotta do research on equipment, but also actually know how to use the equipment in the first place.
Yeah, the biggest thing was actually putting together the entire. The physical desk that we use. We had to figure out how to routing all the wiring around. We had to figure out how to get the lights properly done. There's a lot of small micro steps to get to the whole grand picture of everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, definitely, because not just, I'll say, probably you do tell people, explain to my lovely audience, explain a little bit more your background with audio, like how you've done broadcasting and stuff in the
Oh, sure. So I started off as a musician. I played drums, guitar, bass, piano, I sing. That led me into songwriting. I had a couple of songs I've charted on Billboard charts. I work with celebrities here and there. I work with kids on the way up, indie artists in the middle. I've been around the industry for a very long time. When I was 18, I started the studio, Phoenix Studios. And we're now actually 20 years in business this year. And now I'm at the point where I'm able to, do something with my friends that I love and push the button on a project that I've been trying to do for a while, which is Audio Dungeon. So, we're just very excited to get it out there. And, coming from the music background and the technical background that I have, I was able to put the show out.
Oh, yeah. But it's kind of cool, though, because I also, when it comes down to it, a lot of stuff online, when it comes down to groups, when it comes on ideas, putting in fruition, all this stuff together, it's always good to meet like-minded people that know when they get together, they all understand on some level, and then somehow you all bring something to the table, and you kind of, when it pieces it together, it just works. It's just wow.
Yeah, and it's not something that would have worked with myself alone. It's basically all of us working together as a team, and everyone in the group is so smart and creative, and us coming together to design literally help out with the design of the studio. And then go through the games and just hash everything out every week. The team is really what made everything successful.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say, so as my guests are probably wondering, where are you coming from?
Oh, I'm in New York. We're in Staten Island, New York.
Awesome. Yes, yeah. I'll say this. I have been to New York, but you know what? I'll say this. I hate your traffic, okay? I don't like the traffic. It literally...
I hate it too.
I literally got caught on one-ways, and then I went from Staten to Manhattan to Broadway, and I'm like, oh, fuck! So, yeah, I got lost.
Tricky.
It was tricky. But you know what? I'll be just you know what? If I get lost and just keep on driving in Toronto, maybe I'll slowly get better. But I don't think I'll ever get the whole maximum to New York. Okay.
It's easy. All you do in New York is you lower the window down, you scream out, "Ayo!
Oh, LA! Get the Beaver out of the way, you piece of crap! All right. Anyways, I think I got it. That'd be kind.
You did it. That was perfect. You're ready.
Yeah. You know what? Like, yeah. All they need is a loud Canadian guy yelling. They'll be like, "Oh, don't worry, he's Canadian. You know what? He's just different." Anyways, but I'll say, yeah. So I was gonna say when it came down to doing what you do, and also with Audio Dungeon, I'm gonna say what it was the most difficult thing that you had to come into play, that you had to learn to use and learn to get better at. Like, what is the most difficult thing that you work with?
Right from the beginning, and being in the industry for a long time, a lot of us with voiceovering skills and things like that, we knew that the cadence and the proper way that we speak was going to be a huge problem. We wanted to make sure that we quickly got our chops up to being entertaining and being fun and being personable and things like that. Just let people see who we really are.
Oh, yeah.
And besides that, it was a technical aspect because, the stories and everything else, I've been doing it and they've been doing it for so long. That's great. But it was a technical aspect and just making sure that we could communicate it.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of people, like, mind you guys, there's streamers out there, you show up to streaming games or people that are gaming or doing something, if they're not engaging their audience or they're not talking to their audience, it's kind of like you're losing your grip on the audience, and the fact is, it gets boring. And you know what, like, I'll say this, I'll say this, I think when I go on camera and I'm talking to people, what would I watch? Like, you know what? If I'm engaging the audience and I'm talking directly to you guys, you know what? That would actually grip more than just someone just talking and looking in the side all the time. But also, if I'm talking directly to you guys, it actually means a lot because that's what makes it personable. Because I'll say that I'm no pro. I've only been doing this for a long time, and we're only human. So I'll say, what mistakes have you made, and how have you improved them and worked through them to get better?
With the podcast, we just kept testing out different segments, and we would do it thinking that a segment would work, and then we realized, you know what, this is away from our base, or this is not what we really want to do, or maybe we should do more of this, and it really just is doing it once, looking at it, chopping the fat out, and then focusing on the things we really want to accomplish. And I'm going to do a lot. And what you see now, however people take it, we hope that people are going to love it. It's as fine-tuned as we can make.
Yes, fine-tuning, I swear to God. Yes, you guys are probably wondering that I'm filling with my hat. I swear I gotta cover this as best as I can, but I'll be like, yeah. You know what, guys? When you get to that point in your life where it's like, yes, your girlfriend bothers you so much to clean up the basement, make sure, kids, make sure that the safety is off to any pellet gun you have, because you know what? I kind of got myself in the forehead with it, so I'm like, yeah, I had that red dot, so I'm like, yeah, it's out there, it's not permanent, but you know what, it's out there, you know what, people know.
Oh, no.
People are like, oh, you're hiding it because
you shot yourself in the head?
Actually, no, it actually ricocheted and went, bam, I'm like, oh shit, like literally, like, I was trying to yank it out, and what happened was, you know what? I should be on that site, the Darwin Awards, but I'm alive though. But I'll say I was yanking it out, and literally my thumb hit the trigger. And the fact is, I forgot the safety was off. And you know what? Yeah, I didn't realize that they were actually BBs in it. So what happened was,
oh my God,
it hit the wall the opposite way and hit me right in the forehead, and I'm like, yeah, now you have this lovely welt, and I'm like, oh, now I feel respect for all you guys that love playing paintball, because I can't do that shit. I'm like,
oh, I love paintball. I haven't played in a long time, but I like paintball a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a great place near us in Pennsylvania, I think, and they have like a huge castle you can go in and run around and play. They have like an airplane field. And it's awesome.
Now, have you ever tried? I know, like, I know paintball was really, really popular, but back in, like, when you were really into paintball, was airsoft ever, like, popular back then, or no?
Airsoft, I think, is popular. I just never seen it. I never tried it.
Yeah, no, I've seen it, and I know a lot of people that do it, but you know what? Who knows? I'll try it maybe one day. Who knows? But I'll say, yeah. When it comes down to, like, you're all right now, out of your favorite type of character that you would like to play through with your dungeon master and stuff, or through dungeon master and stuff like that. Out of the character, what type of character do you like to, you like to?
Sure, roleplay, yeah.
Yeah, roleplay.
That by absolutely everything, I would always love playing a very powerful wizard or a powerful being. So I could be like, you get the juxtaposition of like doing something really powerful and speaking very well, and then you can say something stupid because someone asked a really dumb question, because people do that. Or my favorite thing to do is actually, if you walk in a dungeon, I will DM like this sometimes. I'll be like, I'll do the voice, in a world
That's cool.
where one man and one woman.
Just like that. Sorry, that just reminds me of that one YouTube group, the Screen Junkies, where they actually they kind of do like opening credits, or they do like a spoof of like they do a spoof of like of movies that are out there. Like they did one for the Avenger or the Infinity War or whatnot, or like they did one for Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're like, it's Avengers of the Galaxy. Oh yes, we got a Green Assassin. Oh, just like Black Widow. And you know what? Hey, we got our kick-ass Avenger. You know what? He's a raccoon. And then, and hey, we got a Hulk tree. Get it? Oh my gosh! It's like, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, listen to this. This is the actually intro.
Whoa, that's cool.
And this is the voice. Listen. Here it comes.
That is cool. That is really cool. I swear,
that's our intro.
I wouldn't be that good, but I like the character who is kind of like a thief, for the fact he's kind of, you know what, he means well, but yeah, he's supposed to be stealthy. He's not really that powerful per se, like hand to hand.
Like
but,
the fun thief,
little
thief.
The fun thief who's like a dumbass. I'll say that, but I'll say I just like, I'm sorry, I have to fanboy this shit. I love, when you talk wizards and all that other stuff, I get Lord of the Rings stuck in my head, and I'm like, you shall not pass, and all this lovely shit. I get that stuck in my head. No one tosses us off. And I'm like,
my
yes.
favorite thing about Lord of the Rings is actually the scene when they fight the cave troll in the Mines of Moria.
Oh, there's a cave troll.
Yeah, the cave troll. They, it's actually one of my favorite scenes of all time.
It's a bell run.
Yeah, it's like the first time they ever fight in a movie that looks like what Dungeons & Dragons is supposed to be, and that's what it feels like in that scene.
Oh yeah, I like where it's like not the part where it was like he was explaining there was a troll, but he's like, oh, it's a bell run. We should run. Out of nowhere, they just start running, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah, he goes Balrog because this foe is beyond any of you.
This is foe is beyond any of you. Oh gosh, Serena McCollum, you're amazing. Well, I think they picked he's a good actor in general, because I loved him in X-Men too. Like,
I love the whole friendship he has with Patrick Stewart.
Like,
it's just like
I just like at the end of the first one when they're playing, isn't it like chess and then in the cell or whatnot, and then he's like, you know what? There's a war coming, Charles, and then he goes, yeah, but whenever that day comes, I'll be on the other side. I won't see another way. I'll be fighting on the other side, fighting you, and I'm like, whoa! And then at the part where in the second one where it's like, where he gave out, sorry, spoiler alert, guys, he gave out the codes, and he's like, oh, Charles, and then he goes, what'd you do, Eric? I'm sorry, but and then he's like, what did you do, Eric? You can't kill me when you had the chance! He started yelling at him. Oh my gosh. I thought that was good chemistry, because you know what? It's kind of like, I like.
Well, that's what it is between both of them. They're great together. I mean, they're both trained in the same theater company, I believe, and
they have done on stage. Like, they have done on-stage stuff. Like, they actually have...
That's their main, theater, that's their main backgrounds, I
know Serena McCollum he's actually been in a few plays for, wasn't it, like, Macbeth, and also Stewart has done Tempest a couple times.
Yeah, my guess is that I think, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, I think they were in the Royal Shakespearean Company together, And then I know that Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart have done plays. They finally got a chance to do a play together. I think like in the last probably 10 years or so. And now they've even I think what's his name who plays Wolverine even shared
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, thank you. Shared a role that. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hugh Jackman is playing in the same place as I think with Ian McKellen. They were talking about it in an interview with Graham Norton one time. So like,
oh yeah,
they've done a lot. They do a lot of theater work.
Yeah, a lot of good actors, or whatnot. They have done some theater. I know that they have done something, and I know even like with Hugh Jackman, he's actually done he's done in a few musicals, and he's actually have done Oklahoma on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has done that before. I'm like, holy shit! Hats off to him. But I'll say my favorite one has to be The Greatest Showman. But I'm like, yes, I'm not gonna fanboy with that. But I'll say
that's a good movie.
That's a great movie. That's a great movie. Okay. But yes, if you guys haven't seen it, do check it out. I definitely would. I'm not very much into musicals, but I'll say I really love that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I'll have to say, what word of advice do you have for my audience?
On, I guess, running shows and podcasts.
Shows, podcasts, motivation. It can be general too.
I think for me, I can only speak for myself. I would say that anything I've done in my life, I was very fortunate to have good people around me and to help me. But no matter what you're doing, no matter your situation, you gotta love what you're doing, and it has to start with that, it has to end with that. If you don't love what you're doing every single day, then it's gonna mean nothing at the end, because money or fame and everything like that is all nice, and people get caught in that. But literally, your friends and the people around you and your team and your family, that's everything in life. So start off with something you love and just go through it, no matter how well it does, as long as you're happy and healthy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you can always tell a difference. I find when there's also like my old man, like he told me the difference. He said, "There's a job, and then if your job is something that you love doing, it's not longer a job anymore, but you do it. And hey, but I'll say, but if you have to do something, if you're really well known, say I'll take an example. If you're a really well-known musician, if you really got into it and you didn't love it, the fact is, after a while, you get paid to do it, but then people would pay you just to do it, and you'd have to be like, oh god, I fucking hate this song. Okay, let's do this, just to do it for the money.
Yeah, exactly.
And the whole flair is now gone.
Yeah, and like in music is obviously a big part of my life, and I love doing it. I still do it, but now that we're doing Audio Dungeon, it's like I'm taking like a passion that I had since I was a kid, that I was fortunate enough to never have to get rid of. It's something that like chills you out. It's role playing. It's fun. It's improv, and you're playing with your friends. And to do that and to make a career out of that with my friends, that literally would be the best thing in the world. If it keeps going the way it's going.
Okay, so I was gonna say with Audio Dungeon, aren't you guys starting a web show soon, or like what's the date for that?
Yeah, so everything is started. We haven't released any episodes yet.
Okay.
We're just releasing teasers and a couple episodes to networks, just showing people that are getting involved. The Roku network is actually already involved. We're in talks with another network right now, actually, and just trying to get more places for it to be aired. But what it is, it's one show that's a quest. We play Dungeons and Dragons, and that's always fun. And then we have 3 smaller game shows that are between 7 to 9 minutes, and it's all improv. It's so much fun because literally the chemistry is there. We're actual friends, and we have a good time, and we rag on each other, and it's great. So we're gonna drop all the episodes right after our live broadcast on March 20th, actually. So
okay.
March 20th, we're gonna go live on our Facebook at 8:30 sharp till 10 p.m. And anybody, if you see this, catch us there, subscribe, follow. And then you'll be able to watch some of the first episodes we'll be premiering, and then we'll be talking and chatting and answering questions. And March 20th.
Okay, now when it came down to podcasting, what was the hardest thing for you when it came to podcasting?
The hardest thing for podcasting was, like I was saying before, it's really just finding our groove, finding out what was important, and finding a great way to deliver the content that we wanted to get out there. We love playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we wanted to have a way to have fun with the audience. So we made our shows all around that.
I'm just reiterating because I'll say this. This is the one thing is like, people have to remember, because even online, like, even when you guys at home, when it comes down to doing, like, make it yours, but also, like, do your research and then ask some other people, because, hey, some people have other opinions, or they have other means of doing things a certain way, and we all learn. That's the only thing, that's the only way we get better.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And the reason why I asked that question is because, yes, we're all human. We make mistakes. Trust me, my girlfriend, she reminds me. And you know what? I'll have to say, thank you, Audio Dungeon, for being on the show.
Awesome. And anyone who's watching and wants to get involved in it, it's theaudiodungeon.com, and it's Audio Dungeon on Instagram, and you can follow us on Facebook at the same name, Audio Dungeon. So
okay, awesome.
Yeah, track us down.
And guys, you know what? And definitely, as this Benner says, you know what? I'm gonna be putting his links in the description below. So trust me, you can find it. Cause I'll say probably if you don't catch him up before March, you know what? You better catch him after, because the fact is, it's gonna be some epic stuff. But yes, I'll have to say thank you again for being a guest on the show, man.
Awesome, thank you, man.
Okay, like I always say, guys, you know what? Come on. Please leave me a like, because I like bacon, you like bacon, we all like bacon! No, Peter, I know you don't like bacon, but tip off. You know what? Because I love bacon. It makes me me. I'm Canadian. Trust me, it makes sense. And and trust me, I'm not pretty in the morning without my bacon. Trust me, don't even leave a comment about that, because my girlfriend, she's gonna fight me on it. She's gonna say, "Hey, you're not even pretty to begin with." And you know what? She's probably right. But I'll say, guys, please leave a comment, because that's how the show gets better, and that's why I like to know stuff. I like to know stuff. I like stuff. But no, guys, girls like guys with good skills. Trust me, help me out with my skills. My girlfriend, she really thinks I need skills. Help me out, guys. Leave me some comments. And please, guys, hit the notification bell and so you stay up to date to all my new content coming out and staying up to date to all my new work. But no, check out my lovely guests in the description. Yes, I'm saying that once more because you guys do it. Peer pressure, just kidding. Anyways, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. See you guys! If you're looking for some more content, hey, you know what? Come on, you want to be part of the show? DM me on Twitter or Instagram at Tazwhole, or contact me via Discord at Tazwhole #4611. See you guys!